Hello farmers, look at these two broilers here. This one looks healthy and well fed. The one on your right looks not that well fed and not that healthy. But what if I told you that these two broilers are from the same flock? They have been raised together on the same farm with the same feed, water and similar conditions, but this one is lagging behind. I want us to look at a natural way to solve the issue of broilers not growing as they should despite us doing everything correctly. Whether it's the whole flock that is not growing or some broilers that are being left behind. The issue we are dealing with today is one that I call the nutrient thief in your flock, a condition known as leaky gut syndrome. It's one of those gut problems that quietly turns good feed into waste, making birds eat but fail to grow, turning what should have been healthy broilers into runts, and strong layers into tired hens with poor egg production. And in today's video, I'll help you uncover exactly what this condition is, how it steals nutrients from your birds, and how simple, organic, homemade remedies you can make right now will solve this issue completely. Before we get started, make sure you like this video, subscribe if you haven't yet, and drop a comment below telling me where you are watching from. Inside the chicken's gut are gut walls. Gut walls should act like a strong, secure fence keeping harmful substances out. When these walls become weak and full of tiny invisible holes, what follows is worse than you can imagine. Through these holes, toxins, bacteria, and undigested feed particles leak into the bloodstream, causing inflammation, stressing the immune system, and disrupting how nutrients are absorbed. So even when that bird eats the best feed, it's not getting the benefit. That, my friends, is the core of leaky gut syndrome. It's not something you can see by looking at the bird from outside, but its effect is painfully visible in poor weight gain, slow feathering, uneven flock growth, diarrhea, and in layers, a sudden drop or delay in egg production. Many farmers confuse this problem with infections or low-quality feed, but the truth is that once the gut becomes leaky, everything else starts to fail. The feed conversion ratio shoots up, birds lose appetite, droppings become wet and smelly, and soon you begin battling coccidiosis, respiratory issues, or weak growth one after another. It's a chain reaction. Once the gut is damaged, it doesn't just affect digestion, it affects immunity, nutrient absorption, and growth rate. And because the gut is connected to almost every other system in the body, once it's compromised, your entire flock starts to crumble. Before I give you the natural treatments, what really causes this invisible problem? The most common trigger is heat stress. When birds are exposed to high temperatures, their internal organs begin to struggle. Blood flow reduces in the gut, oxygen levels drop, and the protective lining begins to weaken. Those tight junctions that hold the gut wall together start to loosen, creating tiny gaps. At the same time, harmful bacteria begin to multiply inside the intestine, releasing toxins that irritate the gut even more. This combination of heat, stress, and bacterial imbalance becomes the perfect recipe for leaky gut.
What sets apart millionaire poultry farmers from normal farmers? One thing: feed formulation. You've probably heard that making your own poultry feeds is cheaper and more profitable, but when you go online, all you find is scattered information, complicated software, and people talking theory instead of showing you how it's actually done. That's exactly why we at Agribusiness Insider spent the last 8 months creating something no one else has, a complete poultry feed formulation course designed to take you from zero knowledge to formulating professional broiler and layer feeds in just one weekend. You'll get 5 easy-to-understand modules that explain everything from ingredient selection and nutrient balancing to actual feed mixing. You'll also receive our powerful Excel-based feed formulation software with over 80 preloaded ingredients. Just key in your data and get instant feed formulas customized for your chickens. And because we believe in hands-on practical learning, we've added 8+ step-by-step video tutorials and a software operation guide, so you'll never get stuck at any point. Believe me, we have checked, and there is nothing like this that exists anywhere on the internet. Now, for a limited time, you can get 15% off the full package and gain free access to our future live feed formulation webinars, where we answer all your feed formulation and poultry questions one-on-one. Remember, our organic poultry farming ebook is still yours to grab. To get a lifetime access to the course and the ebook, click the first link in the description of this video or scan this QR code, or contact me directly on WhatsApp at +254 726 717 251 for any assistance. This special offer will not be on for long, so click the first link in the description now and unlock lifetime access before it's closed.
The second major cause is dysbiosis, which simply means an imbalance between good and bad gut microbes. When birds consume too much protein that isn't fully digested, or feed that's moldy or poorly mixed, bad bacteria take advantage. They feed on undigested feed particles, release toxins, and outgrow the beneficial microbes that help digestion. Slowly, the gut environment changes from healthy to hostile. Add to that poor feed ingredients like soybean meal or wheat that are not well processed, or contaminated feeds with mycotoxins, and the problem worsens. Diseases like coccidiosis, necrotic enteritis, and bacterial infections also destroy the gut wall, leaving open wounds inside the intestine. Overuse of antibiotics can also damage good bacteria, giving more room for harmful ones to thrive. As you can see, this issue can be caused by many things, including overuse of antibiotics, and that is where the natural treatments come in. You see, when leaky gut hits your flock, the signs may not always be dramatic at first. You'll see birds eating normally, but growth is slow. The flock becomes uneven, some birds big, some small. The droppings are wetter, sticky, and sometimes with undigested feed particles. You may notice reduced feed efficiency. You keep refilling the feeders, but the weight gain doesn't match up. In layers, the eggs become smaller, shells thinner, or egg production drops suddenly for no clear reason. You might even think your birds are lazy or the feed supplier cheated you. But the truth is, the nutrients are not being absorbed properly. Instead of building muscle and eggs, most of the feed ends up wasted or fueling inflammation inside the gut. The birds look weak, their combs pale, and feathers rough. That's why farmers dealing with leaky gut often describe it as birds that eat but don't grow. That's exactly what it is. A condition that blocks the conversion of feed into performance. Now, the scary part is that leaky gut doesn't just affect digestion. Once the gut wall breaks down, harmful substances like bacteria and toxins pass into the bloodstream, forcing the bird's immune system to fight constantly. This means more energy goes to fighting inflammation instead of building meat or producing eggs. The liver becomes overloaded trying to detoxify these compounds, leading to general weakness, reduced appetite, and even organ damage in severe cases. So the bird becomes trapped in a cycle of stress, poor digestion, and weak immunity, and all this can happen even without a visible disease outbreak. That's why I call leaky gut the silent nutrient thief, because it robs your birds quietly every single day. But here's the good news. This problem can be reversed naturally. You don't need expensive drugs or complicated treatments. What your birds need is a strong gut environment, one that supports good bacteria, blocks toxins, and keeps the digestive wall firm and healthy. And for that, we have 3 powerful organic treatments: fermented feed, apple cider vinegar, and charcoal. When combined properly, these 3 work together to rebuild the gut from the inside out. Let's break this down so you understand how and why they work so well. First, let's talk about fermented feed. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to restore gut health. When you ferment feed, you're encouraging the growth of beneficial bacteria like lactobacillus, the same good microbes found in probiotics. These bacteria multiply during fermentation, break down anti-nutritional factors, and pre-digest complex nutrients, making the feed softer, more nutritious, and easier for the bird to absorb. Once eaten, these friendly bacteria enter the gut and begin killing out harmful microbes that cause inflammation. They help seal up the tiny holes in the intestinal wall, improve nutrient absorption, and even produce natural acids that keep the gut environment stable. To prepare fermented feed, take a portion of your bird's daily feed, mix it with clean water, and let it ferment in a covered container. After fermentation, mix the fermented feed after removing it from water with the normal dry feed, and feed this mixture 2 or 3 times a week. Do not throw away the liquid from the fermented feed. Mix it in the drinking water of the broilers to utilize the probiotics in that water. You'll start noticing improved digestion, stronger droppings, and better feed conversion within days. Next, we have apple cider vinegar, another powerful natural gut restorer. When added to drinking water, it acts as both a detoxifier and a probiotic booster. Its natural acidity helps kill harmful bacteria and molds in the gut, while encouraging the multiplication of beneficial bacteria. It also improves digestion by increasing enzyme activity and helps maintain a balanced gut pH, which is vital for nutrient absorption. Most farmers who use apple cider vinegar notice cleaner droppings, brighter combs, and improved appetite. To use it, simply add 5 milliliters of apple cider vinegar to every liter of drinking water 3 days per week. It's a small effort that delivers big results. However, always use raw, unfiltered vinegar with the mother. and that cloudy substance you see at the bottom, because that's where all the beneficial bacteria live. Something to note is that do not give apple cider vinegar in water when feeding fermented feed. The third natural hero is charcoal, or what we call activated charcoal. This works differently but complements the first two perfectly. While fermented feed and vinegar focus on healing the gut and restoring balance, charcoal helps remove toxins that cause inflammation in the first place. Think of it as a sponge. It binds to harmful substances, molds, and bacterial toxins inside the gut before they can enter the bloodstream. It also helps dry up wet droppings, making the litter healthier and reducing ammonia smell. To use it, simply mix 20 grams of charcoal per kilogram of feed and feed consistently. It's completely safe and helps cleanse the digestive system. When you combine charcoal with apple cider vinegar and fermented feed, you are not just treating leaky gut, you're rebuilding a healthy, strong digestive foundation. Do not use charcoal together with fermented feeds. Therefore, this means the combination treatments are either charcoal plus vinegar or fermented feed alone. Now, prevention is always better than cure. So beyond these treatments, make sure your birds are not exposed to unnecessary stress. Keep the house cool, ensure enough ventilation, and provide clean water at all times. Avoid moldy feed and don't overload their diets with high-protein ingredients that are hard to digest. Introduce probiotics or fermented feeds early in their life so their guts remain strong. And avoid overusing antibiotics. They may kill bacteria, but they also destroy the good microbes your birds need for a healthy gut. If you found this video helpful, remember to get your organic farming ebook in the first link in the description of this video. On your screen right now is a video about natural treatments to all types of chicken diarrhea. Click it and I will see you there.